Alright, so Samsung's next big phone is basically around the corner, and the Galaxy S26 series is almost here. And while most of the leaks so far have been, let's say, predictable, there's one change that sounds small on paper but could actually make a big difference every single day you use the phone. Let's talk about the Galaxy S26 Ultra. At first glance, it doesn't look like Samsung is reinventing the camera hardware this year. Same main sensor, no crazy new lenses, nothing headline-grabbing. But here's the twist. The S26 Ultra can now shoot 24-megapixel photos as a standard option. Not RAW, not Pro mode. Just regular, everyday photos. The catch? You won't see it unless you dig a little. According to leaks, you'll need to enable it through Samsung's Camera Assistant app, where it shows up under Advanced Resolution settings. Flip that switch, and suddenly 24-megapixel becomes available in both photo and portrait modes. If that sounds familiar, it should. Apple did something similar with the iPhone 15, and Samsung seems to be following the same logic here. Higher detail, cleaner images, but without forcing you into heavy RAW files or complicated workflows. And this is not the same 24-megapixel mode that already exists in Expert RAW. This one is built for daily use. The idea is sharper photos without the usual Expert RAW headaches like aggressive sharpening or weird purple fringing around edges. Basically, you point, shoot, and get a more detailed image without thinking about it. There is a downside though. Processing these 24-megapixel shots can take up to 3 seconds. But apparently Samsung handles this in the background, so the camera app itself stays smooth and responsive. You don't hit the shutter and feel like the phone froze, which is honestly the most important part. Now here's where things get a bit Samsung. This feature is exclusive to the Galaxy S26 Ultra, not coming to the S25 Ultra, even though both phones use the exact same camera hardware. And yes, the reason seems pretty obvious. Upgrades sell better when features are locked behind new models. Cameras aside, performance is where the S26 Ultra really starts flexing. Leaks suggest this thing is noticeably faster than the S25 Ultra, thanks to a custom version of Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. And surprise, surprise, Snapdragon is still beating Exynos in raw performance. Early benchmark numbers show the Snapdragon-powered S26 Ultra hitting around 3,466 in single-core and over 11,000 in multi-core. That's a solid jump over last year's model. And what's interesting is that these tests weren't even done at the chip's maximum frequency. The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 has 2 prime cores that can go all the way up to 4.6 GHz, plus 6 performance cores, topping out at 3.6 GHz. In the leaked test, the chip wasn't pushed that far, yet it still delivered impressive results. At full power, single-core performance could get close to 3,900, which is kind of wild for a phone. At the same time, Ice Universe has shut down rumors that Samsung's Exynos 2600 would finally overtake Snapdragon. At least in single-core performance, that's not happening. But multi-core is where things get interesting. The Exynos 2600 is built on a newer 2nm process, while Snapdragon is still using 3nm. And leaked numbers suggest Exynos could actually edge ahead in multi-core workloads. Not by a massive amount, but enough to make things less one-sided than before. Does that mean Exynos is suddenly better? Not necessarily. Benchmarks don't tell us about sustained performance, heat, or long-term throttling. And a Snapdragon reference device has already crossed 12,000 points in multi-core, so Qualcomm might still take the overall win. What this really tells us is that the gap is shrinking. No matter which version of the Galaxy S26 Ultra you buy, it's going to be fast. Really fast. And while Snapdragon still has the reputation, Samsung improving Exynos is actually good news for everyone. Using more in-house chips helps Samsung control costs, even if those savings don't magically show up in the final price. And let's be real, prices are probably going up anyway. Still, a more competitive Exynos means fewer compromises depending on where you live. And that's a win. Add in the new 24-megapixel shooting mode and some serious performance gains, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be more refined than revolutionary. But sometimes, those are the upgrades that matter the most. Now I'm curious, what do you think? Is the 24-megapixel camera mode actually something you'd use, or does Samsung need to do more to convince you to upgrade? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.